why I have not prayed for the maximum punishment. There is reason, there is circumstances, there is guideline of the Honorable Supreme Court, and first of all I considered that that is the first offense to them who are facing trial. First, second of all, as public prosecutor, it is my duty to render benefit, to ask about the benefit of the accused person, what they are entitled to get. This is the guideline of the Honorable Supreme Court.
But the Supreme Court also says that somebody who is committing the crime and somebody who is facilitating the crime are equally culpable. Yes. So in that regard, and especially for offences as heinous as this, as serious as this, do you think you have shown a big heart to the convicts? They have been convicted without any reasonable doubt. They have been convicted by the court, and now showing that leniency by the public prosecutor, who is a representative of the state, shows that there has been a weak heart over the convicts.
You see, there is reason, because the Supreme Court, where the guideline of the Supreme Court and observation of the Honorable Supreme Court has been uttered or published, or it is different. The situation, it differs from these circumstances where after the rape it is found that a victim girl is killed, hid, thrown away. In that case only, it is the Supreme Court's guideline that each and everybody should be convicted. But here it has not been done anything excepting the accused, main accused, that is the Qadir Khan. On the contrary, it has been seen another accused person, he asked the driver to stop the car and then he threw away this girl. They have not behaved badly with him, with her, nor they tried to assault her sexually or abuse her sexually.
But ma'am, this is section 3762G, which is gang rape. One person possibly has committed the actual offense, and there were other people who have been co-accused, who have been facilitator, who have been the accomplice in the crime.
It is not that situation. The
How are you saying that?
No. How? Because of the observation of the Honorable Supreme Court, it is there. Not that the Honorable Supreme Court has stated that each and every body should be punished in the same offence unless they are participant. Here the situation is otherwise. She has been taken up for the lift, and after she entered, she has been badly behaved, badly assaulted and sexually assaulted by the main accused who has assaulted.
Other four are innocent? Are you saying the other three are innocent?
Not innocent, not at all innocent.
If they're not innocent, they're also party to the crime?
If they are not innocent, they are party to the crime.
If they are party to the crime, why shouldn't they be given the heinous punishment to set a right precedent in the society?
You see, I see. It is the guideline of the Honorable Supreme Court and the High Court of India. Listen to me first. The sexual offence, nobody tried to make sex with her excepting the main accused person. This is the reason. For that I have stated, I have submitted. I have not submitted. What I have submitted, you see?
Okay, ma'am. Let's get to the point. You have pleaded, but did you consult with the state government? It's important because you have been the state representative.
There is no provision like that.
The state government says that they expected you to consult.
There is no provision like that.
Tamal is joining us live now. Tamal, the public prosecutor is extremely defensive of her position in terms of the request that she made for the quantum of punishment. But to what extent is it convincing? She's giving us details of the case. Now, in this case, she says that I have no personal interest in it. But then she's almost sounding more like a defense lawyer than the public prosecutor and speaking in interest of the accused.
Absolutely, Afrida. That had been the biggest confusing part in this entire interview which was played out now. She almost sounded like defending the three convicts rather than appearing on behalf of the state government. It's a huge dichotomy. She is the public prosecutor, representative of the state government. The police also belongs to the same state government who had charge-sheeted the three convicts, and the job of the public prosecutor is to defend that charge sheet so that no one questions that charge sheet. Rather than doing so, it now seems like she has shown a weak heart by not asking for the maximum punishment. In fact, Afrida, I do have this order copy, and if I can quickly run you through this order copy, it clearly says the learned public prosecutor submitted that in the present case, statute provides for minimum punishment of 10 years of imprisonment, and although there is provision of life imprisonment, but considering the fact that the accused persons are not principal offenders, she is not praying for the maximum penalty. I don't think this is the job of the public prosecutor to discriminate between the principal offender and other offenders, especially in crimes like 3762G, because as per Supreme Court directive, somebody who is committing the crime and somebody who is facilitating the crime are equally culpable. So that way it's a violation, or rather it does contest the section 2G of 376.
I heard you asking that question when you said the persons who have facilitated are equally culpable, but the public prosecutor was not convinced, because clearly she's making a distinction between those who facilitated and that one particular accused who has actually committed the crime. Now, the devil lies in the details, isn't it? She's making a distinction between these two categories of people. Is that what the controversy is all about?
Absolutely, Afrida, you have to understand the repercussion, the larger repercussion of every word that she has said in this in-camera trial and the in-camera judgment. Because the convict family, they have decided to move to higher court. Now, in the lower court, the public prosecutor, the representative of the state, who is expected to ask for the harshest punishment or the stringent punishment, has asked for minimum punishment. Don't you think that has only diluted the case? That has diluted the complainant's case. And now, when the case moves to higher court, of course, that would only dilute further, if not get stronger. So in that situation, the complainant's case becomes much more weak. In here, the case of Suzanne Jordan's would be much more weaker in the High Court, and they have to find it difficult. They would be finding it difficult explaining as why didn't the public prosecutor appeal for maximum punishment. That's one. Second of all, Afrida, you also have to understand this case had been lasting for the past 3 years and 10 months, since July 2013. And after the judgment was pronounced, 3 were found guilty. Why did the public prosecutor choose the final day, the very last moment, to say that okay, fine, they are not the principal offenders, we should not pray for maximum punishment? That raises a lot of questions as whether there had been any vested interest, or whether we should question the intent of the public prosecutor, the mind of the state government.